So we have enough for a quorum. So call to order the Board of Health meeting for the 21st of January. And our first thing on our agenda is approval of minutes from the January 7th meeting. If everybody get a chance to review, I don't know if there's any comments, questions, or updates. I didn't see anything in particular. There's quite a lot going on, but didn't see anything. Anybody else have any?
Nothing on my end.
Yeah, I didn't see anything either.
Great. And that be the case, we'll entertain a motion.
I can make a motion that we accept the minutes from the January 7th meeting as written.
Great. Motion is made. Do you hear a second?
I'll second.
And has been seconded. Any other comments? Then we'll vote. Rachel,
Aye.
Stefan,
Aye.
and I also. Minutes will approve 300. Next on the agenda, that might be Brenda jumping on.
Sorry, I am so sorry.
Not a problem. We just we've got a quorum, so we just did our first meeting minutes from last meeting, and there weren't any comments. I don't know if you had any before we go any further.
I could not find anything.
Perfect. Then we will continue as we were. We will 7:35 meeting. Planning board request for comment, site plan review, Kearsarge. If I'm pronouncing that right.
Screen here. Okay. So this is the planning board is requesting comments on a site plan for the construction of solar panels and the battery energy storage system up at the Norfolk County Agricultural School property. It proposes some minor land development and tree clearing to make room for the solar. And it is bordering, it's pretty close to the 100-foot buffer zone for the wetlands. However, the applicants did file a land disturbance permit as well as a notice of intent with the Concom, and they were approved October 9th, 2024. It's just, this is the property here. And here are the solar. You can see the equipment pad area over here. And then the scale in here is pretty far out, but you can kind of see the wetlands here. And then you can see it's kind of right along the 100-foot buffer zone edge as well.
Okay.
So they're right on the edge of the border, or they're not? Are they in the 100-foot, or are they on the border of it?
It looks like it's pretty much along the way, all the way on the border of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I know we have seen this before. Anybody have any questions, concerns?
Mm-mm. No.
Always an odd thing to cut down trees to put in solar panels to save, right? But there has to be a point somewhere. Okay. If there looks like it was not in the wetlands, so really it's up to us to, if we got any comments. This isn't an approval. This is just for comments, correct?
That's correct.
Good. Anybody want to make a motion regarding the Norfolk Aggie school plan for a solar array?
I can make a comment. Yeah, I can make it a what is it called?
A motion.
A motion. Thank you. Motion in regards to the Norfolk Aggie solar panel construction. That there are no comments from the board or concerns.
Motion been made. Do we hear a second?
I'll second.
And seconded. Anything further? Then we will vote on the motion. Start with Brenda. And I did see you say aye. Support. And Rachel.
I could
Perfect.
not do I.
That's right. I can read lips. Rachel, you are yes.
Aye.
Aye. And Stefan also was an aye. I also, so that makes it 400. No comments from the Board of Health as it was proposed. Next, oops, too far over. Next is our Conservation Commission request for comments. First one's Pine Street Culvert, the notice of intent. Looks like this is a replacement, correct?
That's correct. This is the town filing with Concom. It's to replace an existing culvert. It crosses the Pine Street right away, spanning the School Meadow Brook. The existing culvert did experience a structural failure in early 2024. So this would be to replace and upgrade the culvert. And you can see here, this is what they're proposing with the waterway would be obviously moving through underneath and then the roadway on top.
Okay. Any questions or comments from anybody? It looks like a pretty straightforward. Doesn't really impact. Obviously, it's impacting the wetlands going over it, but for the right reasons. Anybody want to make a motion regarding the Comcom's request for comments on the Pine Street culvert?
I'll try. Regarding the request on the Pine Street culverts, the Board of Health has no comments or questions at this time.
Great. Motion has been made. Do we hear a second?
I can second.
And it has been seconded. Any comments? Any additional discussion? Then we'll vote on the motion. We will start with Brenda
Aye.
and then Stefan
Aye.
and then Rachel.
Aye.
And I also. I got everybody right? Is that everybody? 400. Motion's been made and passed. Next is the Elm Street Notice of Intent land disturbance. This looks like this is the one that we saw before. Is this the one on the Turner Pond, correct? The additional
That's
houses?
Yes, yep, that's correct. We saw this at our last Board of Health meeting. It came from the planning board last time. So
Okay.
this is we're seeing it from Concom. So the project consists of the demolition of an existing house as well as the construction of a roadway to provide access for 3 proposed house lots. They will be served by on-site septic systems and private wells. I did go out earlier this year for perk testing, so that's been conducted already. The proposed construction is located within the 100-foot buffer zone. And then the health department would just require that prior to construction, plans for the on-site septic systems and wells are submitted to our department. And then yes, the board saw this project at the January 8th meeting, voted unanimously that they approve the plan, but reiterate comments from the January 16th, 2024 Board of Health meeting, with our standard mosquito control motion there, as well as reminding the applicant to submit septic construction plans and well plans. Just as a refresher. So this is going to be the roadway that's built. You can see the houses here highlighted in yellow. And then their septic systems are kind of laid out here as well. And then this is Turner Pond. So that's what the wetland concerns here is.
Any questions or comments? Anything further besides what we did talk on January? Was it January the 8th or January the 7th?
January 8th. But was it? It was the 7th. Sorry, that's a typo on my
Okay.
part.
I'm just looking at the minutes that we just approved, and I hope we didn't have to the meeting
No, that
agenda.
looks like that was just in
Okay.
my narrative. That was a typo. I apologize.
No worries. Any comments from everybody? Any questions? Anybody want to entertain a motion?
I can make a motion for the notice of intent and land disturbance permit for 397 Elm Street. The board has no additional comments or concerns, but would like to reiterate comments from the January 8th and the January 16th meetings.
Perfect. Anybody want a second?
I'll second.
Perfect. Motion been made and seconded. Any other comments? Then we will vote to accept. We'll start with Brenda,
Aye.
Rachel,
Aye.
Stefan.
Aye.
I also. Board reiterates comments and does not have any additional. All right, and the last one on our list is the Washington Street disturbance permit.
Yep. So this is a lot with an existing house, and the proposed project consists of the subdivision of that lot into 3 different lots, along with 2 new single-family dwellings. The construction also includes a proposed roadway with the associated grading, utilities, and stormwater management. The houses will be served by town water and town sewer. The proposed construction is not located within the 100-foot buffer zone. The land disturbance permit is just required when it disturbs a certain amount of land for the construction through Concom. So you can say here's the cul-de-sac, as well as the 2 new houses. And then this is the existing house, and then it's gonna be subdivided into the 3 lots.
Is this going to be a private road, or how is the trash and recycling going to be managed? Is that on the street?
It didn't indicate it in this application. I think when we see this from planning board, that would be
Okay.
something that would be indicated whether it's a private or a public road.
Gotcha. Okay. Any comments from anybody? Questions? All right, then we will entertain a motion regarding the Conservation Commission's request for comments of the Washington Street subdivision. I will make a motion that regarding the Washington Street subdivision. Uh, the Board of Health has no specific concerns or questions at this time.
I'll second.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you. Motion been made and seconded. Any other comments? And we will vote. Start with Stefan,
Aye.
and then we'll go Brenda,
Aye.
Rachel.
Aye.
Sorry,
Aye.
Rachel. There you go. Thank you. And I also. So the comments posted, nothing from the Board of Health, and 400. All right. Anything else on our agenda?
No, we don't have anything else. So our next meeting will be the 4th of February, if that works for everyone.
Work for me, and I will not turn my alarm off so my speaker works. My warning.
Great. All right. So the 4th of February. Anything else from the board, or anybody else have any more discussions?
No,
Then we will vote to adjourn. Start with Brenda,
Aye.
Stefan,
Aye.
Rachel.
Aye.
I also. So we will adjourn the meeting 7:47. Thank you all. See you guys on the 4th.
thanks
Thank you.
everyone. Take
Thank
care. Have a good
you.
night.
Bye all.